It might be worth also mentioning that top rung where you've got the big obstruction in the middle of the rung.
Yeah, right there and there. It's the third rung down is the first one that goes over top.
Yeah, it does. But it's worth pointing out that that would require very careful placement of the feet.
Okay, give me a mark, Al, when you start using film. I just started using film now. Roger, are you on 24? 12. Roger, 12. Okay, let me close the hatch. But not too far. Tell me when I hit the bottom step. Hit the bottom step. I'm on it. Yep. Oh, okay. Look at this DLR cubed.
Here's a beautiful scene, this one in the composite, where there's absolutely no blast crater whatsoever.
No, not at all. And no dust in the footpads either.
Plenty of gas, babe. Hang in there. 18 feet, coming down at 2. He's got it made. Come on in there, 24 feet. Contact light. Shit.
No, and the garbage bag is already out the door before Neil gets out.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the impact of this entire machine landing.
Feet, 3.5 down, 9 forward, 5%. 185. Okay, 75 feet. There's looking good, 60. Down a half.
Roger.
6 forward.
60 seconds.
60 seconds. Lights on. 6. Down 2.5. Forward. Forward. 40 feet down, 2.5. Picking up some dust. 30 feet, 2.5 down. Great shadow.
Stand by for 30.
4 forward. 4 forward. Drifting to the right a little.
30. 30 seconds.
Down a half. 30 seconds. Forward. Just. Good. Okay. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. APA at a descent. Mode control both auto, descent engine command override off. Engine arm off. Port 13 is in.
We've had shutdown.
We copy you down, Eagle.
Okay, everybody, T1. Stand by for T1.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
Contact light. Shit.
You have one-time compression legs starting just below the secondary strut down, and just the normal weight of this craft, these legs would compress by 10 inches, and that would wrinkle the mylar on the outside of it. That's before you have an impact. So whichever leg hit first is going to have the greatest impact. And yet they're all sitting fully erect, fully extended out. They haven't had any compression of any kind on them. They haven't had any compression of any kind on them. And there's a nice close-up of it. Just beautiful, right? They should wrinkle up at least 10 inches down on this thing. That's just standing there. Whichever ones hit first are going to be farther down. They're designed to compress 32 inches in total.
There's no indication of any form of wrinkling.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the legs are just locked out so they don't compress.
Could be. Could be.
Because I saw other ones, they didn't even have the slides on them. This is Apollo 12.
Same thing there.
And you're starting to get all of the same lighting, incredible lighting. The fall off of lighting in Apollo 12 is just crazy. The hot spot is right there.
Yeah, no blast crater.
No blast crater, no compression of the legs. No dirt in the pads. And then you start to see that they were having a bit of a rain event. And you can see that it's wet. You can see it there where it's drying off everywhere on this piece of machinery as well. What is interesting is that he actually unloads this thing. This is the RTG. And that is a highly radioactive piece of equipment that gets inserted down into here. When he opens that up, you think the radiation coming off of that core that he pulls out of there would affect his radio? His communications? You think it would just create static like anything, right?
Well, you think it would affect the photographic film as well?
You think it should completely damage it, should completely wipe out the film camera that he's got on his chest.
Yeah.
Those are just a few things that they did wrong while they were making this little movie presentation for the world to look at.
Yeah. What's the piece of equipment the RTG was being put into?
That little core that was stored on the outside up there, radioactive core.
Okay, but what is the box supposed to do? What experiments were they going to conduct with that?
That was supposed to generate electricity to keep the battery charged up on the experimental equipment. And here's the pack with the experimental equipment, all of it stored in this nice little thing with those Boyd bolts. Those little red dots you see there are Boyd bolts. And you just push the tool in, give it a turn, and then they pop out to release them. This machine was supposed to power all of to create the energy.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a heat sink with two different kinds of metal in it. As the heat energy is coming out of the radioactive core, okay, creates electricity across the two different heat paths.
So after they put the RTG into the heater, did they then move it away from the lander?